A woman of courage. Imagine being born on August 6, 1848. Your parents are slaves during wartime, slavery time, and a time when education was almost unheard of for African Americans. And at the age of 7, you were allowed to go and live with your grandmother, whom had been given her freedom. For many of us, this sounds unthinkable, considering how far society has become. But for Susie King Taylor, this was only the beginning of her incredible life's journey. Susie King Taylor was the first woman to openly teach former slaves at a school in Georgia when she was only 14. She was also the only African American woman that published a memoir, which is a historical account or biography from a personal knowledge or special sources of her work during the Civil War, titled Reminiscences of My Life in Camp with the 33rd United States Colored Troops. Susie King Taylor went to a secret school for African Americans while living with her grandmother, Dolly Reed. Susie described her typical school days as having to pretend not to be going to school at all. Susie stated, we went about our day at 9 o'clock with our books wrapped in paper to prevent the police or white persons from seeing them. After the war began, Susie was forced to return to the plantation where she was born because her grandmother was arrested for singing hymns. She then took refuge on St. Simon's Island off the coast of Georgia. This is where she organized a school for the slave families who were there. She taught 40 children during the day and adults at night. She also met her husband, Sergeant Edward King, here. Susie worked as a cook, a teacher, and the first African-American nurse. In 1866, she and her husband returned to Savannah. Her husband died that same year before the birth of their first child. Susie left her son in the care of her parents while moving with the white family that she worked for to Boston. There, in 1879, she married a second time, and her second husband passed away in 1901. Her son became ill, and she traveled to Shreveport to spend time with him. She was not allowed to take him back to Savannah to die because a black person could not have access to a sleeper on the train. Susie Taylor died in 1912. There are many women of color that graced our history with stories of courage, triumph, and wisdom. However, Susie King Taylor's story can only be lived through her memoir, and her story makes you feel as if you actually lived it.